Dozens of shots, perhaps more than 50. Remarkably, all of those bullets missed a baby who was sitting in the car that was targeted.
Investigators remained at the scene well after nightfall at this corner littered with shell casings, where somehow a baby in this bullet-riddled car emerged unscathed.
KrossYourHeart, I'm the voice in the street. See, yo, talk, got that grind, never sleep. Club, podcast, be the source of the heat. Hustle and flow with that rhythm in the beat. Sex on the rocks while the haters just creep. Catching that shine, you could call me a beast. Always on the move, got my crew where my feet. Living this right, see the world from the peak. Ain't no stop, we on the ground.
Salute world, we back at it like a crack at it. It's your boy Cross, big CEO of KrossYourHeart. Y'all make sure you hit that like button, y'all comment and subscribe. Man, I got one for y'all, man. I hope everybody's doing good. We know that Chicago is not a stranger when it comes to the headlines, but this one right here kind of hit a little different, right? This one right here deals with a 26-year-old, and I want to say rest in heaven to the young lady of Gabryel Ayers, right? She ended up losing her life in broad daylight, man, on 79th and May, right? A bunch of automatic weapons was aimed at her car. Over 50 shots were aimed. Infant child and also a young man was in the car. The young man survived and the baby survived, but unfortunately, Gabryel at 26 years old didn't. So they got I guess they got a $10,000 reward that's out, right? So you got to understand that it was over like, I want to say like 3 guys, they said it was actually a target, an ambush. And we're going to get into that. But for right now, let's get into what the news had to say about this, what happened in this sad tragedy. So let's check this out.
Gunned down. I just can relate to what this family is going through, and it's very painful, and it just reminds me of that we need to get these guns off the street.
Neighborhood resident Demetric Brown knows all too well the pain of losing a child to gun violence. She lost her adult daughter in 2021. The Southsiders among a coalition of concerned who attended an outdoor roll call by officers from CPD's 6th District following the slaying of Gabryel Ayers, the 26-year-old mother who was killed in a car while her 14-month-old daughter was in the back seat.
We stand together, we continue to partner with one another, that you guys are willing to come forward and help us, give us information.
Investigators say the attack happened Wednesday afternoon as Ayers and a man sat in the car near 79th and May. 3 men opened fire on their vehicle, causing them to crash into a van.
I talked to her mother, and I've also committed to paying for the services for her as well, and we will be starting to arrange those over the next day.
The 27-year-old man driving the vehicle Ayers was in was wounded but survived the attack, and incredibly, so did Ayers' child.
If he didn't show that he's still God by protecting that baby,
Amen.
yeah, I don't know what else he could show you.
During a prayer vigil attended by Chicago's mayor, other local elected officials, anti-violence advocates, and others, there were pleas for the killing to stop.
You're going to see our guys out here in these yellow or orange jackets constantly engaging the community, putting out fires everywhere.
The brazen daylight shooting in the city's Auburn Gresham neighborhood happened near St. Sabina Church. Today, the pastor, Father Michael Flager, offered a $10,000 reward for information leading to an arrest.
So that right there where y'all saw it, a 27-year-old man that actually was wounded. They're saying that he did that to, protected his daughter. It's unfortunate that this 26-year-old woman lost her life. But the sad part is they don't go into details of how this happened. Now, there's word that says that her and her man was actually mocking the ops that he was dealing with. And she got involved, of course, that's her man. She's going to ride with her man. And then on top of that, what happened was that I guess he might have dropped his location. So we're going to watch this real fast. And I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about this, because this one right here is interesting, especially where we at in this day and age. So let's check this out.
Blaming the parents after their car got blazed up. up yesterday in Chicago in a viral video where only the boyfriend and the baby survived. The girlfriend slash mom sadly passed away from injuries. You see, the boyfriend decided to troll and drop the location of where him and his baby mama was, feeling like they was untouchable, knowing that people been after them. They showed they wasn't bluffing and let 50 off on the card. Luckily, the baby wasn't hit at all, only the dad and mom. Also, some Chicago newspapers are saying that the mom was dissing the ops dead people just months prior. So you know there's people after you guys, and you drop your location with your child in the car to call their bluff. Now social media is saying that what these dudes did was completely wrong. This baby is now without a mom. But because you trying to prove that you hard and you gangster, you cost a child life of your girlfriend. Yeah. But I'm just here.
So what do y'all think about that? It's sad, man, because again, this young lady lost her life. She didn't have no business getting in what this young man had going on. And why would him being 27 years old and having a child and have a child's mother get involved in that? This is the problem that I'm having. Women don't have no business dealing with, especially foolishness of young boys. Because a man would have never done that. He would have never put his family in harm's way, regardless of what he's doing. Those things are separate. So now this young lady is no longer here enjoying that. And then now the father, hopefully, he would take care of the kid. Now, the sad part about it is a lot of times most people retaliate to whatever's close or what's clever to them. And then now, if he goes out there and do something, or does he ever change his life? Y'all got to start waking up. It was no reason. And then on top of that, how heinous it was. You're talking about over 50 shots. And by the grace of God, that young baby didn't lose its life. Because again, it's not the child's fault. All this came from the dad and the mom bigging him up, thinking it's cool, but it's not cool. It's only cool when you're doing it on the internet. But when it happens in real life, it's not cool. And some people don't play the internet. Some people are very serious about not playing the internet. So y'all tell me what y'all think about that. What do y'all think about this? And Chicago is actually screaming out right now. And I really wish somebody would do something. This is ridiculous. Now it's to the point in broad daylight, over 50 shots, having no concern about what somebody's going to say to them, who's watching them, and they don't really give a damn. Then they said they found the car later on fire. So now they have to figure it out. But then you ask yourself, they have cameras. They should be able to track them. As wild as Chicago is, but again, what do we know? So y'all tell me what y'all think about that. Was it wrong for him to even put her in that situation, or was she wrong because she actually posted and mocked the ops, but then he also dropped the location? So that tells you a lot about him. So, like I said again, if you knew better, you do better. Peace.